Did you know there's a way to get paid to live in your primary residence so you can build your financial freedom in years and not decades? To take advantage of this strategy, you're going to need to know how to look for the right property. Stay tuned and I'll show you a real deal on how to house hack step by step the investment strategy that changed my life and can change yours. Hi, my name is Alejandro Yoon. I'm a rookie investor and I've house hacked 2 properties. And I know the criteria that you need to be looking out for to make this a great real estate investment strategy. I can't wait to analyze this deal, so let's get into it. Before we get into the deal, if you don't know what house hacking is, it's a real estate investment strategy where you live on one side of the home and rent out the other. Very commonly, it's done with duplexes, but you can also rent out rooms, and the whole purpose of it is to offset your cost of living. Today, I'm going to analyze a deal that was brought to me and tell you if it's a good house hack deal, and if I personally would move forward with it. This property is in San Marcos, Texas. Known as mostly a college town, it is in between 2 major metros, Austin and San Antonio. It's been historically a very strong market with a mix of college students and young professionals. Many people really like the proximity that it has to Austin, being it's only around 25 minutes away. This property is a tenant-occupied duplex. On one side, it's a 2-bed, 1-bath, and on the other side, it's a 3-bed, 1-bath. Right now, the listing price is at $299,400. It's been on the market for 8 months, and it's in the heart of San Marcos. It's only a 4-minute drive from Texas State University. At first glance, the numbers look great, but the fact it's been in the market for 8 months is a pretty big red flag. There could be a foundation issue, and I would definitely want to talk to the agent and see what's going on. Looking at it in the MLS, it definitely needs a few upgrades. It needs new flooring, new fixtures, and a very big deep cleaning. The first step to analyzing any house hack is to determine your rental income. You need to determine how much each unit will rent for. Right now, the property is renting for $850 in the 2-bed, 1-bath and $975 on the 3-bed, 1-bath. The rents for the units is now extremely low. It could be way higher, and there are comps to prove it. It's really important to do your research as to how much rents can be, just to know if you can add any value into the deal. Due to its proximity to the college and some quick research, I know the 2-bed, 1-bath could rent for $1,300 and the 3-bed, 1-bath could rent for $1,800. Since we will be house hacking, I'm going to assume that we're taking over the 2-bed and 1-bath unit and renting out one of the rooms for $800. For this property, because it's been on the market for so long, this is a great time to go for an offensive offer. I would definitely go under asking. I think a good price would be $275,000. And for the deal analysis, I'm going to be using that as the example. Looking at the numbers, principal and interest on a 5% down FHA loan at 7.1% interest is going to be around $1,756. I calculate property taxes are going to be around $348 a month. Homeowners insurance about $220 a month and mortgage insurance at $120. In this case, our total payment is going to be $2,444. To be conservative, since the house definitely needs some work, I'm going to be saving $200 in repair costs. This is going to be used for the future when something inevitably will break. I also want to put $120 into our electricity and water bill because we're going to be living in one side. Lastly, I want to put $130 a month into just vacancy. College towns tend to have slower summer months, and it's always good to have a little bit of a backup. I know that was a lot, but stick with me here. Let's calculate the cash on cash return. This is my favorite part. We know the 3-bed unit will rent for $1,800 a month. And on the other side, we have that room rental for $800 a month. This makes our rental income $2,600 a month or $31,200 annualized. Our mortgage payment, or PITI, is going to be $2,444 a month. But adding our vacancy and repair costs and utilities, we're looking more towards $2,894 a month, meaning our net cash flow is negative $450 or annualized negative $5,400. Since we're putting 5% down on a $275,000 loan, our down payment is going to be $13,750. For this example, we're going to say that our closing costs are $10,000, meaning our total cash down to buy the property is $23,750. After we purchase the property, I'm going to estimate we're going to spend $5,000 replacing carpet, a few fixtures, and repairing some siding. This makes the total cost of purchasing the home $28,750. To calculate our cash on cash return, we need to first get our net income, which we found was negative $5,400, and divide it by our total cash invested, which is $28,750. This makes our cash on cash return as negative 18%. Although at first glance, negative 18% sounds like a really poor investment, you have to remember that we're house hacking. We're essentially only paying $450 out of pocket to live in this house. While we're living in this house, it may appreciate in value. We're definitely paying down the debt. Also, if we house hack again next year, we can move out, put in a tenant, and we'll cash flow even more without even raising rents. When investing in any market, it's always important to do your due diligence on the city and surrounding areas to project any appreciation. San Marcos has had steady population growth for over a decade and has over 35,000 students in Texas State University. It's also less than 10 miles away from Kyle, an extremely fast-growing city with over 10% growth year over year. San Marcos also has a large food distribution center and an Amazon fulfillment center. There's no doubt that San Marcos is going to keep growing. with steady jobs and hopefully cross paths with Kyle. Now, one thing to look out for, given that San Marcos is mostly a college town, there's going to be large fluctuations in rental demand during the summer months. When most students are out of town, it becomes a lot harder to rent a property. Also, the duplex was built in 1980. There is no doubt that we're going to have some much needed capital expenditures throughout the next year. To combat the swings in rental demand, I would maybe lower the rental rates throughout the summer months, very similarly to what apartments do. You could also rent out the places in Airbnb. A lot of people like to visit San Marcos in the summer. Now, would I move forward with a deal? If it was my first time house hacking, I would. You'd be saving money that would otherwise be going towards rent, paying down the loan, and hopefully experiencing some nice appreciation. I do want to note that I would only pick up this deal if I got it for $275,000 or less. Because rates are higher, you need to be more aggressive to get good deals. Now, with any investment, always do your own research. I'm just happy to show you guys how I look at a deal. If you have any questions on how to analyze a house hack, please drop in the comments below and let me know what I should analyze next. Please make sure to like and subscribe to the Bigger Pockets YouTube channel. And you can find me at Bigger Pockets at Alejandro Yoon. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.